Quick video, Mercury Villager passenger side axle. Trying to get this piece here that goes through it mounts underneath the vehicle by the exhaust manifold, just below the exhaust manifold, and then goes through into the transmission here. I did the driver's side, it was pretty easy compared to this. So there's the part that will come out at the hub by the wheel. So I'm going to show real quick how I'm figuring out how to get this out. People said that there's 3 bolts that hold this in up by the frame of the vehicle, and people said to leave those in so you can hammer this part out. But on the Mercury Villager on my 99, it's way too tight. I tried to take a punch and hit these bolts, and I can't get enough pressure against here to do any good. So what I did is I sprayed WD-40 penetrating oil around this part up on the vehicle, and then I'm taking a punch and started hammering right here, and just hammering with a punch to split this, start pulling this out, and it seems to be working good. So now I gotta pull my bolts the rest of the way out, and I think I'm gonna be able to yank on it right here. People said don't pull on it here, and no one ever said why, so I tried, and sure enough it pulled the spline, pulled this shaft right out of that knuckle. So mine's completely separated now. So if I couldn't get this apart, I was thinking, well, I can always put the axle back in the hub and drive it to a buddy's house. It's got a hoist and he's a mechanic, but I ruined mine by yanking on this, trying to pull it out, and I just separated that. So it doesn't do you any good to pull here at all on this end. What you want to do is, like, separate this and then yank right here, grab on that. So I'll take you over to the vehicle real quick, and let me turn the light on. Let me see, turn the light on. Okay. And all those instructions that talk about disconnecting your steering and your shock here, this is a bunch of bunk. There's no need to disconnect all that stuff. And then I had a pain in the butt trying to get my ball joint nut off. I ended up stripping it. I think I'm going to try to get it off with a socket, put a new nut on it. But all I did is just undid these 3 bolts on the bottom of my ball joint right there. And that was so much easier. I could get a socket up under here with my breaker bar and sprayed them with penetrating, and it came right out really easy. So instead of messing with this stupid top of that ball joint so tight and trying to get up in there with a crescent wrench or a open-end box-end wrench, and then I just took a ratchet strap, ratcheted it up to my ceiling there. I've done it to the roof rack on the van before too, and just use a ratchet strap, pull it out of the way. Works just fine. I'll show you. This is the punch I'm using right here. It's got a sharp end on it, and you can see here I took this, there was like a little guard right here that was covering like that, and I took that off. There was 2 bolts. Had one I was able to get from the back side using a 12mm socket. All these are 12mm, by the way. Use a 12mm socket from the back side. That's how I got these out too. It was 12mm, and extensions and a jointed piece too to get this top one. And then this bolt here for this guard, I was able to use a crescent wrench. But if you have the kind with the socket in them, that worked great, really fast. So anyways, so what you do is just beat right here with your and it did damage this bit, but it doesn't matter because I'm throwing that axle away anyways. So this is the part that's going to stay on the vehicle, that's mounted to the vehicle, and this is the part that's coming out with the axle. So I'm about to pull these bolts out. I'm going to yank on this, and hopefully it will all come out.